Ooh, ooh. Oh, hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe and Dr. Jen, and today we're going to talk about SI belts and
maternity belts.
So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So I've got Dr. Jen with me, and she specializes in the pelvic floor, and she's got a baby on the way. So she's my specialist in talking about a maternity belt, but actually a maternity belt and an SI belt are the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the pelvic floor stuff first and what you do.
Wonderful. So I am a pelvic floor physical therapist. Just like Joe, I treat people who have pain, weakness, or any sort of difficulty moving in their daily life. But I specialize in people who are having problems with bowel, bladder, and sexual dysfunction. This can be men, women, kids, and it often includes the pre and postpartum population.
Yes.
So we're here today to talk about how you can get a little bit of relief in your day-to-day life without having to add a ton of exercise or limit yourself in any particular way. Yeah.
And what's great about the SI belts is you don't have to be pregnant. You might have some issues with alignment in your SI joint or just in the pelvic floor in general.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I can use it. You can use it. So tell me a little bit about when you would use it.
Yes. So I first want to show you where the SI is.
Yes.
So do you mind turning around for just a second? So the SI is different than your low back. Traditionally, this is low back, right? Where we kind of get that little curve at the base of our spine. A little bit lower is our sacrum, or a triangle-shaped bone, and it connects the two sides of the pelvis together. Where the pelvis connects to the sacrum is called your sacroiliac joint. And what happens is, whether you're like Joe and maybe you've been in a car accident or had some sort of trauma and you're not pregnant, you can start to experience pain right at the SI joint. Or if you're like me, you can go ahead and turn around.
Ta-da!
Who's had a little bit of weight gain from the baby, maybe some postural changes just from some heaviness in the front, then all of a sudden you might be experiencing some SI pain, and this SI belt is perfect for you.
Yeah.
It is very, very different than a low back brace. I think we've all seen those braces that you
Yes.
kind of just throw on here.
Strap it on.
You might have seen a big guy in the gym using it, or
Probably shouldn't
workers.
be using it.
Right. Or workers at Costco using it because they're on their feet for a long period of time. That may be appropriate for low back pain, but this is specific to the SI joints themselves. Yeah.
And so a lot of times with SI joint pain, it, like Dr. Jim was saying, it kind of goes down into the butt. It's a very sharp, sometimes point tender pain right there, but it can radiate down just a little bit.
Absolutely. So for someone like Joe or myself who may want to try an SI belt, the whole point is to give you some external stability while you're primarily standing and doing things maybe around the home or at work. It's not really beneficial if you're sitting for long periods of time, and it might actually be a little bit uncomfortable. But if you have to run to the grocery store or you're working as a cashier for several hours, it really is perfect for you. So the whole point is to get some external stability around your pelvic girdle. And so what's happening basically is that the SI belt is hugging the pelvic girdle. You want to make sure that you find the top of the pelvis, which is kind of right where those bones are, and you can rest your hands on the top of the hips or the pelvis, okay? And then you want to find the pubic bone, which is down a little bit lower in the front, and you want to find a place right in between, okay? Again, not way up here
Not
for
here.
the low back, right? Go ahead and pull that down a little bit for me, Joe. And I'm going to find the top of the hip bones, the pubic bone, and I'm going to find right in the middle, okay? If she'll go ahead and turn around, you want to make sure that the sacrum, not the low back, is supported. So my triangle-shaped bone is supported. I may pull that down just a hair. And then from there, you tighten to your comfort, okay? So most SI belts have some sort of Velcro strap where you can tighten and give yourself that support. So go ahead and try that, Joe.
All right. I like to make sure it's nice and firm and tight.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all there is to it. So we're showing you over our clothing, but you could put this under your shirt. That way nobody would have to see it. If you don't care, it doesn't matter.
Stylish.
Yeah, right? Look how cool they are.
Yeah.
So, same rules apply for the pregnant woman. The only difference is that my belly's a little bit closer to my pubic bone, so you might have a little bit more difficulty fitting it in the front, but same rules apply. So, finding the top of my hip bones or the top of my pelvis, okay? Finding the pubic bone in the front or the bottom of my pelvis, somewhere in between, and then making sure that that triangle-shaped bone is covered by my brace. Okay?
Yep.
From there, this is a little bit different belt. This is called the SI lock. I have 2 opportunities to tighten, which I really like this one for pregnant women, just because it does give you support side to side. This is a perfect SI belt for somebody who maybe isn't pregnant and doesn't need a ton of stability, but for a woman who's really feeling some pressure or heaviness here, getting a little bit more support on each side can be more beneficial. And there you have it.
It feels like a hug.
Feels like a hug.
You don't want to be cutting off circulation in there, so make sure
Absolutely.
you can stick a finger through on the sides there. But you do want it to be really snug, like a hug.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Alright.
And it's being your external muscles. So the next thing that you need to do after you have an SI belt that fits and feels good, it tells you need to get your muscles a little bit stronger.
Yes.
So hop on to Dr. Joe's YouTube channel and find some safe, pain-free exercises to do to strengthen your core, your hips, and your pelvis.
Awesome. And you do recommend sometimes if it's really out of alignment causing pain to do the exercises with the belt on.
Absolutely. Really, really great point. So it'll give you that stability and then you can strengthen in appropriate pain-free range.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. So there you have it. Those are the SI belts, the maternity belts, kind of sexy, kind of not. Who's to say? If you'd like to help support my channel, make sure and click on the link over by Dr. Jen. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there, somewhere down there. And remember, be safe.
Have fun.
And I hope you feel better soon.